Here, your article mentions DOGE members actually used ChatGPT, something that we'd heard before, to flag grants for cancellations with a simple yes or no instruction. Was there any indication that humans actually double-checked the AI recommendations in all of this?
The DOGE members who we're talking about here were deposed as part of a humanities-related lawsuit. The number of humanities groups are suing the administration right now for these DOGE cancellations, and they argue that DOGE indiscriminately canceled grants that they thought were DEI. And it came out through this litigation that the way that the DOGE members did that was by asking ChatGPT, without defining what DEI was, is this grant DEI? And asked yes or no, as you said. And the DOGE members testified, or when they were deposed, they said that they were then following up with the ChatGPT to make sure that they were accurately assessing the grants. We saw a number of the grants that ChatGPT had decided was DEI were ultimately canceled. And that's grants including, HVAC systems for federally funded museums. In one case that they talked about in the depositions was a documentary for women in the Holocaust, which they said was DEI because it was about women and Jewish people. And you just saw a number of these grants that were related to minorities canceled because they had some sort of relation to minorities. A number of humanities groups, they're saying that the use of ChatGPT and the DOGE actions were an infringement on their First Amendment right, and we'll see how a judge rules on that. And the DOGE members that were deposed in that specific lawsuit talk about the fact that it was an informal group of people who had like-minded attitude about lowering the federal deficit, and they were technologists, and that was kind of what tied them all together. But they didn't really know each other. There wasn't any formal structure of who reported to who. The DOGE members that were deposed in this lawsuit were asked, did you report to Elon Musk what you were working on? And they said they did not. And I talked to a ton of federal workers and people who work directly with DOGE and DOGE members, and I would like to still learn more about what they were working on. And I feel like these documents did give us a great look that we've never seen before about how internally how agencies were addressing DOGE. But there's still so much to learn, how they all got involved, what they ended up doing, and what are the consequences of cut contracts and grants. And that's something that we're continuing to follow.